The Boy Who Cast the Moon. There was once a young boy named Tinal. He was 12 years old. Tinal was very smart. He was the smartest in his class. He knew about almost everything and always had his answers ready well ahead of any other boys or girl the same age as him. He was proud about his knowledge and always made sure to tell everyone how much he knew. He considered himself to be so smart that he refused to talk to anyone other than those who thought were smart enough. He behaved like a grown up man and refused to play with other children. His pride left him with no friends. Yet he would pass remark at others saying, "Oh, who would want to make friends with you stupid lot anyway?" This did not body very well with other children. Tales about Tintle prides were beginning to spread everywhere. It had even become a nuisance at home because he stopped listening to his parents, and every time they asked him to do something, he would snub them, saying, "Oh, why don't you get the servants to do it? I am not servant of yours. I have too much knowledge to be doing any kind of housework." His parents were not pleased with his behavior and started worrying about him. One day Tinal resolved not to go to school as he thought it was useless. He left his home with his bag and went toward the caves in the mountainside. He walked for a few hours and arrived at a small hut built at the top of a cliff. The hut was built with wood and had a thatched roof. It looked very small, almost like a tiny cave built for one person. He went toward the house and knocked at the door. "Hello, is anyone in there?" No one answered. He quickly opened the door and went inside the hut. It was larger than he had thought. He looked around the house and couldn't find anyone. Just as he was about to leave, an old woman with long hair and a wooden stick walked in. "And who are you? What brings you here to my hut, young child?" Tinal hesitated. The old lady looked at him and said, "Don't be afraid. I wouldn't harm you. I am just an old woman. I live in this hut but myself. I meditate all day long." I had gone outside to fetch some water from the well when you arrived. Tinal then told her who he was and that he was just looking around her hut because he was curious. The old lady said, "Oh, so you are curious. You like to know everything, don't you?" "Yes, I do. In fact, I do know about everything, and no one can challenge me on that. Ask me anything you like and I will answer it," said Tinal with pride. The old lady was a yogini, so she knew about Tinal pride. She said to him, "What if you are unable to answer my question? What will you do?" He immediately said, "Oh, that's not at all possible, but if I cannot, then I will be your student and learn how to meditate." "So then tell me, is there a way to catch the moon?" asked the yogini. "That's easy. All you need is a rope to tie it around her and pull her down." "Oh, please ask me something else. This is just too easy for me," said Tinal with his hands on his hips, sprinkling with pride. "If it is so easy, then why don't you do it and show me?" challenged the old lady. "All right, then you wait and watch, old lady. I will catch the moon and bring her down for you." The yogini smiled and said, "I will be early waiting for you, Tinal." Tinal got hold of some rope from the yogini hut and put it in his bag. It was beginning to get dark and he could see the moon. He wake up, he walked up to the tallest cliff on the mountain. From there he could see the moon clearly. She was round, beautiful, pure white and clear like a mirror. He took some branches from a nearby the tree and ties one end of the rope on the tip of the branch and made a large circle nose at the other end to catch the moon. He then turned the branch around and threw the rope toward the moon, but it simply dropped down the cliff instead of catching the moon. He tried several times but could not get hold of her. An old dragon was watching him do this and out of curiosity asked Tinal what he was trying to do. He told the dragon he was trying to catch the moon for the old lady who lived in the little hut at the edge of the cliff. The dragon immediately knew it was the yogini's idea and said, "Oh, I see. That's a tall task for a young boy like you. And by when do you think you will catch this beautiful moon?" Ahem. Tina was not pleased and remarked rudely, "This is none of your business. You are a rude young boy full of pride," said the dragon. The dragon, after watching his many failed attempts, remarked, "How about I help you? You know I have wings and I can fly. What if I am able to take you closer to the moon so that you can tie the nose around her? Just a suggestion," said the dragon, shrugging his shoulder. Tinal thought for a moment. "That's not a bad idea, and I can make some use of this old dragon." So he agreed. They quickly jumped on the dragon back and flew away into the sky. As they flew higher, it felt like he would see the moon so clearly. Yet she was still so far away. He couldn't catch her. He tried several times to throw the nose around her, but it just fell into space. They flew around the moon but could not succeed, and finally the dragon said, "Look, Tinal, I am tired and this is just as far as I can fly. I think we need to go back and think of a better idea." Tinal was tired too and said, "Okay, take me back, dragon. I will surely come up with a better idea." Back at the mountain again, he saw a well next to the yogini's hut and went over to drink some water. Just then, in the well, he saw the reflection of the moon and was thrilled. Oh, now I will surely catch you. Tynel jumped with excitement and called the dragon to show him what he had found. He threw the bucket into the well to draw the moon out. As he and the dragon pulled the bucket, he could see the reflection of the moon in the pail of water. They carefully put the bucket down on the ground and looked at it and sighed, "Finally, I have done it." The overjoyed Tinal was so full of pride that he did not even thank the dragon for helping him. But the challenge was not over yet. As he tried to move the bucket closer to the yogini's hut, the reflection shifted. When the cloud covered the moon and the reflection disappeared, Tinal would become increasingly worried until he could see it again. He had to keep a close watch and move the bucket either to the right or the left all night long. He had no choice but to sit next to the bucket to wait for the yogini to come out and see the moon. Oh, this is a very tiring task. I wish I had not taken it, Tynal thought. He was very tired of watching the moon inside the bucket and finally fell asleep. At the crack of dawn, when he opened his eyes, the yogini was standing in front of him, and he quickly jumped up to tell her how he had cast the moon. But when they both looked at the bucket, the moon's reflection had gone. "So I thought you had cast the moon, but you are a liar," said the yogini. Tainal could not believe he had lost the moon and started crying. "What have I done? I have lost her. I worked so hard to catch her and keep her in the bucket, and now she is gone." He was very upset and could not stop crying. "You were right, Yogini. I am full of pride. I thought I knew everything, and I feel so miserable. I don't know everything. I am a liar." The yogini then said, "You have not failed. Tainal, close your eyes and look. You will find the moon there." When he closed his eye and looked, he was able to clearly see a sparkling reflection of the moon in his mind. She then gave him this teaching: knowledge with pride is like trying to catch the moon. When you try to grasp her with an external nose, she slips further away. Knowledge without discipline is like the moon that shifts from left to right. When you try to hold her in the bucket, she disappears. Success and failure are like the reflection of the moon in the water. It appears and disappears quickly. True knowledge with wisdom is like the clear silver moon in a stainless sky. That wisdom is in your heart. There is no need to catch it with a rope or a bucket. All you need to do is like inside. Tainal was full of joy when he opened his eyes and hugged the yogini, thanking her for showing him the true meaning of knowledge. The dragon who had helped him was sitting nearby. He knew it was the yogini's trick to teach Tainal a lesson, and he was smiling. Tainal thanked the dragon for helping him and said, "I am sorry for being so rude to you, dragon. I was full of pride." The yogini then said, "You must not now get going. Tainal, your parents must be really worried." Tainal agreed and then asked the yogini if he could learn meditation for her. She said yes, and Tinal waved goodbye to the yogini and the dragon. When he reached home, his parents were very happy to see him and told him how worried Din had been and how much they had missed him. He told them about the yogini and the lesson he had learned from her. They were thrilled. He told them how grateful he was to have them as his parent and promised them from now on he would be like kind, polite, patient and respectful to everybody.